Alright everybody, this is my deck profile so far of the Drytron deck of the Machine Light deck. The overall concept of this deck is to special out your big boy ritual monsters by using 2000 4000 attack to ritual summon. This is a new mechanic that Konami is trying to bring up, and so far I kind of like it. I like how the deck kind of plays. Um, I'm not doing the standard build that most people do, but this is my build so far, and let's jump right into it. So first up, we have Drytron, Metonus, Draconus. Sorry, I'm gonna butcher these names up. This is the big boy that can take care of all special summon monsters and attacks of one each. This is real good when your opponent is special summoning monsters during the battle phase and keeps bringing them out. So this will basically start taking care of them and wipe your opponent's board clean. Then I'm gonna add to the fact if you use two or less monsters that was one level each, quick effect, you can banish monsters from your graveyard, totaling up either 2000 or 4000. Target has one face-up card for every 2000 attack while on the field, and you get to send them cards to the graveyard. This is real helpful when trying to clear out cards. Next up is Drytron, Metonus, Quadrantis. Sorry if I butchered the names up. This will take care of your opponent's back row. So if you've got back row, this is your board. This is who you go into. Try to take care of that back row real quick. Be like, player, we ain't having that with our monsters right now. And then if it's special summon by using two or less ritual monsters, you get to wipe their whole back row clean. This is real good, taking care of some heavy back rows, maybe like, I don't know, Alter Guys, Guru. Hopefully you can pull this off without their counter trap, but overall this is really helpful. Next up would be the monster lineup that we mostly use. Sorry. Alright, so this is Zeta. This is your monster that will search out your ritual spell card for the deck. I run 3 of them, and this helps because if you have either the ritual monster or another monster in hand, just send one to the graveyard to activate the effect, and you get to search out the ritual spell. This is Alpha. This is the starter if you need the ritual monster. Alpha will basically send one from your hand, and you can even use the ritual monster, which is also great. In order to send from your hand to the graveyard, special summon this out allows you to add one ritual monster from your deck to your hand. So basically, Alpha and Zeta are basically your 2 starters for the deck. That's monster wise, in order to get something going. Delta, what Delta does is basically it will allow you to use either, if you have either the 2 ritual monsters or the ritual spell, which I will show momentarily. It allows you to draw 1 card. And within this deck, you kind of need some drawing power in order to go ahead and combo off real quick and show them what's up with the Drytrons. I personally run 3 of them. Some people run either 1 or 2, but I prefer to run 3. Drytron, Gamma, Elatin. I run 3 of these because special summoning him, and then you get to special summon one of your other Drytron monsters back from the graveyard. Allows you to get 2 bodies on the field in order to dual link summon. I don't have an extra deck yet because I'm still deciding on my extra deck, but once I do, I will redo this video. But I run 3 of him. Beta, I only run 1. He's good for if your opponent does something like Call by the Grave, DD Crow, or something that removes your monsters from the graveyard. He's just good in order to put it back into the graveyard. This will do good against Virtual World. Well, and they bring out that level 9 Synchro, but for the most part, this is what you will use in order to put it back. But if they do the Virtual World and they use the True King God Calamities, well, we're screwed. Unless you got the ritual monster, or the ritual spell, 2 monsters in hand, and then go into a big boy, then you're good. I got a few hand traps. First up is Spooky Dogwood. This will make your opponent think, well, do I want to keep special summon it? Or do I want to go ahead and combo off? Because this will allow you to gain life points that will allow you to go ahead and live a little bit longer. Next up, we play in a light deck, so why not have Honest? Your opponent wants to swing into your boys? Well, come on with it. We gonna make you an honest type person when you attacking, okay? So I run 2 of these within this deck, so at least I can kind of draw into it and kind of protect my monster just a little bit longer. Then last but not least, the Ash Gang, gang, Ash Gang. I run 3 to either stop my opponent from searching or supposed to summon from the deck. This meta, everybody loves searching, so you kind of want to stop your opponent from searching. So this is the Ash Blossom. Just look how beautiful she is. She looking real good, huh? Alright. That is it for my monster lineup. So, with this deck, you can do a lot of good things and great things with this deck. Let's go ahead and jump onto the spells. Starting off, Drytron Nova. A $30 card at the time when I got this. This allows you to special summon one Drytron monster straight up from the deck. So if you already got one particular Drytron monster, you need another one or a different one, use this. This is the staple of 3 of within the deck. Next up, Cyber Emergency. Some more search power. In order, it allows you to add another Drytron monster that can't be normal summon or special summon from the deck out onto the field. So use this in order to get another particular Drytron monster in order to go ahead and combo off. I'm sorry. And we run 3 of those. This is Metinous Drytron. This is the Ritual spell card. I personally run 3. I have tried it with either 2 or 1. I would not recommend one, minimum 2 or 3. This allows you to ritual summon your ritual monsters either from your hand or from the graveyard, which is real good. So if you use one of the ritual monsters to activate one of your Drytron monsters' effects, and by putting it into the graveyard, you can use this card to bring them out from the graveyard. Like I said, round 3. Next up is the field spell. 2 things with the field spell. You can either add a Drytron spell or trap. I don't run as a kind of trap with this. I just run either the ritual spell, Nova, or another one of the Drytron spells within the deck. Now, cool thing with this, with either you or your opponent, normal special summons, I'll try to bring this up so we can all read the text so you can look at it clearly. When this card is activated, you can add one Drytron spell or trap from your deck to your hand, except Drytron Fafnir. The activated and activated effects of ritual spell cards cannot be negated. Once per turn, if a monster is normal supposed to summon face up while you control a Drytron monster, except during the damage step, you can reduce that monster's level by 1 per 1,000 of its current attack, minimum level 1. For the rest of the turn, you can only activate one Drytron Fafnir per turn. So, this works for you or your opponent. Granted, if they don't have a field spell card. So they normal summon and then they want to try to do a synchro play. Because a lot of people try to become synchro heavy or use particular monsters because for XYZ plays you just use this and kind of kills that. So they're trying to synchro summon. Well, now you just mess them up with their combos. You just gotta be very meticulous as to which card you want to target, and it will mess them up severely. Next up, I'll go with Shared Ride, baby. I'll call this Maxie's Redheaded Stepchild. It just, for the rest of the turn, when cards is added to your opponent's hand, you get to draw 1 card. I do like the artwork, and I'm thankful that it got reprinted in Maximo Go, a little bit easier to try to pull. But as you can see with the artwork, it got Same Game, Delinquent Duo, and Graceful Charity. And got them all chilling in the bag. You see the question mark like, huh? But with this card, I do run 2. So whenever my opponent goes ahead and tries to search, well, now I'm getting some cards into my hand. Kind of dig a little bit deeper to my combos. Next up is Limiter Remover. We're playing a machine deck, so this should be an automatic stable. 2 of. So between 2 to 3, but I like to run 2. They want to swing? Well, come on and swing it to my big boy. Because my big boy's just going to get a hell of a lot bigger. Excuse my language. But we run 2 for the Limiter Remover. Because we want to get as much damage on the field as possible. They want to special summon and do the... I would like to do a Grand Module, which you can get up to ridiculous 16k. Well, now you just triggered off my Honest, and then I can use the Limiter Remover as a little bit of a backup if I set it, and then try to not take so much damage. But this is good. Trying to swing over big people that are a little bit tough to get rid of. Last but not least, the legend itself has finally returned to the Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel community. Harpy's Feather Duster. Now, back when this was back in the heyday, like in the early 2000s, yeah, this was a harder card to get, and you were just dreading when this happened, because you had a decent amount of back row that you were trying to do. Well, opponents, you activated Harpy's Feather Duster, and you just like, GG. I'm not gonna lie, I was one of those salty people. But they brought this back. I run 1 of these. I cannot wait till it gets off the list and go to 3, because boy, I will run 3 of these. Clears out your opponent's back row. This would be more OP if it said send instead of destroy. If it says send, then I can see them having this at 3. But since it says destroy and allows your opponent to trigger their traps, well, now it's like a 50-50. If you want to go ahead, if you got the resources in order to take care of your opponent's cards, then so be it. But this allows you to clear out back row real early, and this is a one-off. Well, everybody, that is my deck profile for the Drytron deck. I will eventually do more decks, but thank y'all for watching. And my name is Cool Whip, and I would like to thank y'all for watching this, and y'all have yourselves a great day.